Once upon a time, the mere whisper of American displeasure could topple governments, redraw borders, or halt tanks on a dime. Washington wrote the trade rules through the WTO, stared down Moscow in the Cuban Missile Crisis, bombed Libya into submission, invaded Iraq at will, and treated the world as its playground. Now, in 2025, Donald Trump stands at a podium calling this a new golden age, boasting of the hottest country anywhere in the world.
And now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. It's not even close. We have the hottest country in the world. And it's an honor to use that, if you call it power or respect or whatever it is, to settle wars.
Yet, the applause sounds faint. Ceasefires he claims to broker were never his. Allies eye alternatives. Enemies shrug off sanctions. Even friends, if there are any, doubt his word. America still has bases everywhere, but power everywhere? That's a different question. Is this the moment the self-styled superpower discovers nobody's really listening? Hello and welcome. You're watching Statecraft with me, Geeta Mohan. President Trump keeps insisting America is still number one, largest economy, strongest military, one war a month peacemaker. But beneath the slogans lies a different story. A country retreating from multilateral leadership, shrinking its global footprint, and turning inward. Obama's cautious recalibration, Trump's transactional deals, and Biden's muddled commitments have unraveled decades of US foreign policy. Countries once obedient now hedge, build new coalitions, and search for American alternatives. When Russia was thrown out of the G8 over Crimea, Washington expected the world to follow. It didn't. If America can't rally allies on Russia, Israel, or Ukraine, how much power does it really have left? There really was a time when America could credibly call itself the unchallenged superpower. The Cuban Missile Crisis, Washington imposing a naval blockade on Soviet missiles in Cuba, was not only a showdown but a global stage where US deterrence and alliance credibility seemed absolute. Libya in 2011, Iraq in 2003, even the creation of the WTO in 1995, all projected an image of a country able to set rules and enforce them. But those moments are now museum pieces. They remind the world not of enduring omnipotence, but of how far the shine has faded. The US still spends more on its military than anyone else, yet its ability to dictate outcomes is slipping away. Trump's current rhetoric tries to freeze frame that earlier era. He points to expanding military budgets, strong borders, and aggressive tariffs as proof of renewed supremacy. He calls the US the hottest country anywhere. Yet, actions undercut slogans. He's withdrawn from international agreements, sidelined NATO consultations, and moved toward bilateral deals that leave allies guessing. The annexation of Crimea by Russia in 2014 marked a turning point. The US and its allies expelled Russia from the G8, making it G7 today, expecting Moscow to be humbled and isolated. Instead, Russia brushed off the snub, doubled down in the G20, and deepened ties with China. The WTO moment is gone. What remains is a president claiming peace plans the world doesn't credit and a country projecting security without consent. So the real question for 2025 is not whether America is still powerful. It is. The question is whether power without listeners can still be called superpower status at all. America once wrote the rules. Now it negotiates exceptions. It once toppled governments with a nod. Now it tweets ceasefires nobody confirms. It once expelled Russia from the G8 expecting compliance. Now Russia, China, India and others build parallel structures. It once claimed the moral high ground. Now allies recognize Palestine while Washington stands almost alone with Israel. Trump calls this the golden age. History may call it something else entirely. a last loud echo of a superpower discovering its voice no longer carries. Thank you for watching Statecraft.